The all signs, hoping that you're well, happy, safe. How is everyone? How is everybody? I'm just going to check the sound to see if the sound is good. As you join, you can tell me when you're here how the sound is. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of you out there. My name is Sabbath. Welcome to Sabbath Tarot. We're going to be tapping onto the advice that you need to hear right now. All right. Yeah, going all the way from Aries to Pisces and see what the messages are. I'm going to just wait for a few of you to join in before we get started. This is going to be straight to the point messages. I'm not going to be spending too much time, on here today because I have somewhere to be. Hi, Carrie. Hi. How's everyone? I don't know if you got notified because it was way too, I got here before notifying anybody. So how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Blue, Tia, and Elisa, Tanvi. That's a cute profile picture. Carrie, curly blonde. Hi. Thank you. Yes, the witchy nails are back. So today we're going to be doing advice you need to hear right now, okay? Straight to the point. We're going to go Aries to Pisces and see what you need to be hearing right now, okay? And it can be literally advice about anything. I do want to let you know before we get started, personal readings are being offered. If you're interested, you can write to me to my email, which is in the description box below. And also you can join the membership to have access to personalized readings. I'm also going live on Sunday for our psychic sessions for the members. So if you're interested, definitely can become a member. The links are all in the description box. Thank you, Lori. Happy New Year. Stars. Joanna. Hoping you're okay too. Wishing you an amazing 2025. You too, honey. Aries, what's the advice you need to hear right now? What's going on? What's the advice? Starting your reading at 3:03. What do you need to hear right now? Reading your current situation. What's going on with you? Queen of Cups. Okay, that's a good energy. Oh boy. Some of you, there's a message in regards to you needing to be open to someone. There could be a person coming towards you soon that wants to give to you. This spirit's advice is for you to be open to it, okay? You could be having an offer coming towards you soon. So I don't know if this is a lover, somebody that could want to pour into you. Your advice is to be open to this person. It could be that they also want to offer you a commitment at a certain point, Aries, or they want to get closer to you, invest in you. All right, is the energy. Could be a Virgo, water sign. Capricorn is here. We're going to see more about it. Tell me more in regards to this situation. What's happening? Power birthing. Some of you, the Spirit's advice to you is to also actually start to create a project that you've been wanting to create. I don't know what this is, but some of you, this could be in regards to like passion that you have. Maybe you're creative in some kind of way. You could be very talented about something, and the Spirit is saying you have the ability to make money out of something. So you might need to kind of follow this, whatever it may be. Some of you could be definitely something creative. Could even be like art. But there's something you could do, okay, that could maybe you could earn a lot of money from, or that you could have a lot of money from, and the Spirit is saying go ahead and do this type of work, whatever it may be. Tell me more in regards to this. There could also be pregnancy energy, Aries, if you're open to it. We're going to see more. We're going to see what this is talking about because you have a lot of vibrant messages coming through. Tell me more in regards to this situation. What's the advice? Hi, Elisa. How are you? Anxiety, confidence. Again, some of you, either you're second guessing yourself in regards to something, whether it be a connection, whether it be a particular endeavor. And the Spirit is saying you have the power to manifest whatever it is you need. And don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt. That's the advice. I don't know if you've been kind of going back and forth, anxious, not sure about the outcome, but the Spirit is confirming that the outcome is positive and that you don't have to worry and overthink. Yeah, again, in regards to connection, there could be a person that does have a lot of feelings for you, but some of you tend to second guess it or doubt it maybe, and the Spirit is saying don't. Is there any clarifications before we move forward? I feel like this is pretty straightforward for you. Yeah, you could be hearing from somebody soon who's going to be very open with you, very heartfelt energy, somebody who's going to be maybe expressing their feelings towards you or offering you something. And the Spirit is saying, if it's something that you really want, take it. You know, why not? Don't be anxious or doubt, basically, especially if you have like trust issues or anxiety. Is there any like advice about this? Any clarifications about this situation for Aries? Some of you, this could be in regards to a person that you are having a hard time trusting, okay? Or it could be that you kind of are very, you are maybe attracted to them, but you kind of are not very trusting towards them. I don't know if they make you anxious or the things that they've done maybe that create that anxiety, but the Spirit is saying, again, whoever this is, they are coming towards you with a lot of passion and intensity, and it's going to be up to you whether you feel mutually about them or not, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm reading for somebody that's having a hard time maybe forgiving someone or being open to someone and trusting like the connection. So the advice says you could very well start new with this person because they seem to definitely be invested in you and wanting to invest in you. Could be an earth sign, could be a fire sign, but yeah, the advice is for you to communicate clearly and be open to this person and maybe give them a chance if they, you know, are willing to earn your love and earn your trust, basically. So let's move forward to Taurus. That was your reading. These are going to be straight to the point. I'm not going to sit here, you know, for like 8-9 minutes on each sign because I have to be somewhere, but we're going to see. If you're supposed to hear the message, you're supposed to hear it. And you can also check out your Venus, rising moon, sun. I also did another all signs last night, the one coming towards you if you want to check that out as well. And let's begin. Taurus. Taurus. The advice you need to hear. The advice. Do I want to do reversals? Maybe not. We'll see. For Taurus Spirit, what is the advice? What do you need to hear right now, Taurus? Thank you, Danny. How are you? How have you been? Elisa. What is the advice for Taurus Spirit? Do we have any Tauruses in the chat? What do you need to hear right now? What is the advice you need to hear right now, Taurus? 5 of Pentacles. It seems to me like you're learning how to be happy on your own, some of you. I just heard you being alone doesn't mean you're desperate. So some of you, there's definitely a message here on it's okay to be alone. It's okay to learn to please yourself. It's okay to want to be single or be single. I don't know if you're trying to kind of like, I just heard therapy, like if you're trying to be patient with the situation or if you're trying to kind of just like take your time with a person or a situation, but the Spirit is saying, focus on yourself. That's the advice. Don't focus on what happened, what's going to happen, but focus on how fulfilled you are right now in the situation. I don't know if you left a situation or, maybe you do want to get back with somebody or you do want someone in your life, but there's definitely this message of you're not going to be the one begging or chasing, rather. So the advice is to choose yourself for the timing. The advice is for you to focus on yourself to see how fulfilled you feel in a situation. Some of you are about to hear from somebody soon that could want to fulfill you, pour into you, love you. All right. And this could be somebody you rather have boundaries with, maybe, Taurus. But your advice is, yeah, you can be happy on your own. You don't need somebody to like make you happy. I feel like maybe some of you are learning how to like be okay on your own, how to handle maybe hardships or soul ties, or how to be fulfilled. I'm also seeing like you, by seeing your own value, you get to kind of see how much you're worthy of, you know, or how much you deserve. So let's see. Tell me more in regards to the advice for Taurus. Storm. A voice and change of mind. I don't know if you're going through hardships right now, but the Spirit is saying this is not temporary, so the storm will pass, right? But there's something here about you voicing your opinion or you voicing what you feel that's coming through in your reading. So some of you, you might need to stand up for yourself in regards to the situation, have some kind of a boundary with somebody, or voice what it is you want. But to not cope with a situation, to not try to stay in a situation that you're not happy with, if that makes sense. You know, I'm trying to really tap onto the energy further. Is there any other messages about this? I feel like some of you could be like dealing with somebody who's learning how to treat you better or how to see your value, maybe. What's the advice? Yeah, you're letting go of insecurities. There's also a strong message about you knowing your own worth that keeps coming through in your reading, knowing that you're enough, not comparing yourself with anybody. You're gorgeous. Why would you ever do that? You know, I don't know if there's insecurities coming up in a connection, but a lot of you are learning how to deal with that. And then again, like if somebody here left or if something happened here, there's a message here in regards to you not having regrets because your love is unconditional, if that makes sense. Maybe you're regretting how much you did in a situation and you're kind of like in this energy of, you know, zra, like, I don't know, in vain. Things have gone in vain. But the Spirit is saying, focus on your own stability and on yourself and don't waste your time. Don't waste your time regretting. Don't waste your time kind of like sitting and pondering about what happened, what's been, you know. But some of you are, you're about to be like communicated with soon with somebody. And this could be somebody you've been quiet with or more assertive with. So maybe they are going to want to put in more effort with you. But that's the advice. To not kind of sit around and wait, basically, Taurus. To kind of more focus on yourself and your own happiness. If that makes sense. Some of you might also want to do some hobbies, or maybe there's things. Whoop! That scared me. Oh my God. Can you hear me? Okay. Maybe there's like some hobbies that you're following right now, or maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to learn, study something, teach something. There's something about you being busy that's also coming through that could be very good for you. But yeah, not isolating yourself. So let's move forward to Gemini and see what the messages are. Gemini, if that reading did resonate, do like, subscribe to my channel for more. And let's see for, hi DD, Gemini. Right when I said that, the Lovers came through. Gemini. Gemini. Some of you need to be in the moment more, I just heard. You need to be more in the moment, Gemini. You need to smell the roses. Maybe go out. I don't know if you're in your head a lot or you might have been thinking, overthinking. Gemini. Some of you number 12 could also be significant. What is the advice for Gemini and what is happening? Pain. You honestly got to trust that everything's going to be fine. You got to trust, you got to have faith. Okay, so some of you, there's a message here in regards to you not looking at the past anymore and moving forward. Another message I see here is Some of you might not be very open to like discussing things that hurt you, or maybe discussing something that might have been not addressed. So the message, the spirit's advice to you is to actually communicate how you feel with somebody instead of kind of being all like silent with them and then expecting them to read your mind, if that makes sense. I don't know why that message is coming through, but it's very specific. What advice is there for Gemini? Maybe this is in regards to connection. I don't know. That Lovers. Oh my God. You need to start letting everything be in the hands of spirit instead of trying to control everything, Gemini. There's a message here in regards to your reading that you don't have to chase love in any way. Love comes to you, especially if you've been having a hard time finding the one, if you feel like you haven't found the one. That message is for you to stop looking, basically. Yeah, some of you, either you're kind of like looking at the past, or you're kind of dwelling, you're kind of seeing, okay, who's really the one for me? Or maybe at times you get bored. The spirit's message to you is to, yeah, I just heard it could be something internal. So maybe you're internally hurting from something that you're not really talking about. Or maybe this is, something personal that you might be going through. Or it could be somebody else's energy. But the advice is for you to really have faith for the future, to be hopeful, because the one thing that's missing in your reading is optimism, to be honest with you. So some of you might be really, you might create scenarios that are false in your head. You might be having a hard time being hopeful, especially in regards to connection. Some of you, either you have high expectations, or you might feel that things are not as good as they should be. I keep hearing expectations in my head, so maybe somebody has expectations here. I don't know. But we'll see more about it. For our dear Gemini spirit, tell me more in regards to the advice that Gemini needs to hear. Starseed. Again, there's something here about you letting everything be in the hand of spirit instead of trying to push things, force things, especially for those of you that are single, that are feeling like your life has come to a halt. The spirit is saying have faith, because what is really meant for you will not pass you by whatsoever way. Okay, is the message. Any clarifications about this before I move forward? Your advice is to pray, or maybe have some kind of a faith. Maybe prayers could be helpful for you, writing, journaling, okay? I don't know if you're hurting from something, but the spirit is saying this is not going to be permanent. This, pain that you might have been going through. You need to have faith that everything will be better than it is right now. What's the advice? You're about to cross paths with somebody here, and it could be when you least expect it. Another message I heard is somebody could be coming towards you that wants to offer you something very beautiful. So I don't know if you're alone right now, if you've been selective, if you've been pushing people away, but I see a person here stepping through towards you. And some of you need to stop entertaining like people that have nothing to offer you. Just saying. Either you've been too focused on the wrong people, or you've been kind of, you might have been focused on the people that scatter your energy and don't have much to offer you. So the spirit's advice is for you to focus on yourself completely, and the right person will know how to put in the effort, basically. You don't have to push or force anybody to act right, if that makes sense. So yeah. That was your message. Let's move forward to, these are on point, you guys. This is not me. This is totally the spirit. I'm not trying to control this reading in any form. I'm being straight up. So let's move forward to Cancer. If that reading did resonate, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's see. Straight to the point. All right. Cancer. Cancer. Any Cancers in the chat? Cancer. Somebody might be moving. You could be thinking about moving. Cancer, what's going on with you? What advice do you need to hear right now, Spirit? What does Cancer need to hear right now? You are driven. You're strong. You are unstoppable. Look at that. You got the blank card, the hawk, the tiger. I mean, I'm hearing a song, I Have the Tiger. Nothing can hold you back. Maybe that's your advice, to not be held back, to just keep going. There's a force. There's like a drive energy that I'm seeing. You're going to be very driven. Some of you maybe are getting a new car. I don't know. But you're going to be very driven in regards to your pathway. And it could be having to do with a new journey, pathway. Could have to do with a connection. Your advice is to, yeah, not be held back, to not resist. But we'll see what this is speaking of here. What's the advice for Cancer? What's happening for Cancer, Spirit? Okay. Cancer, you're about to make a lot of money, first of all. Your advice is to really fully commit yourself to something that you know is worth it. Okay? It could be like a passion of yours. It could be something you're very passionate about. It really is, it's actually having to do with a career. So your reading has to do with career, money. You're going to be unstoppable. And some of you, there's fame energy, there's success, Cancer, for you in the stars. It's written. And it could have to do with something self-employed. It could have to do with something that you're doing, that you're, maybe it's a craft, something that you're making with your hands, something that you're going to be very focused on and busy with, I want to say. So within the next couple of months, I see you getting really busy, studying, maybe learning something, honing your skills. So your advice is to fully commit yourself to whatever that you know is calling you. All right? A lot of money. Another message for you, I'm going to say the same thing I told Gemini. Some of you need to stop worrying about people and you need to start worrying about yourself. Okay? So one of the messages is for you to not scatter your energy around, to not be, I just heard bypassed. I don't know what that means. Especially if you tend to obsess over things, if you tend to kind of really care a lot about people, care a lot about what they do, how they behave, how they treat you. The message is for you to know your worth and to not give of yourself so much, you know, when it's not reciprocated, is the energy. You're going through a glow up. You are going to go through a big, big glow up. And this is going to be, I just heard, revolutionary for you. So again, wow, look at that. Ace of Pentacles, and I haven't even touched this deck. So some of you, you're about to earn a lot of money. And this advice is for you to focus on your finances right now more than anything, actually, to get your money up, maybe. Yeah, is there any other messages for Cancer before I do clarifications? Look at the Ace of Pentacles, you guys. Could also be an earth sign you're dealing with. There could also be a person here that wants to offer you help, support, money. Be open to it is something I would say. This could be like a romantic partner who wants to help you as well, Cancer, so be open to it. They could even want to work with you at a certain point, so be open to that, Cancer. But your reading is all about getting the bag and focusing on the bag and getting yourself busy, honestly, to not sit and overthink about stuff. A lot of signs have been getting that. Yeah, there could be a connection coming together, and through this connection, you're either going to be working with this person or they're going to help you in some kind of a way financially. But I see a person here in your reading that's helping you go through this glow up, Cancer, or they're going to be there to witness it, basically. Okay, so that's the message. Let's move forward to Leo and see what the messages are. If it did resonate, this reading, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more, and we'll see for Leo. What is happening with you, Leo? What's going on with you, honey? What do you need to hear? Ooh, that was a good shuffle. Two of Cups. All right. Leo, what is the advice you need to hear right now? What is happening with you? Leo, what is the advice? Straight to the point advice from the Spirit. What do you need to know? What's happening, Leo, for you? Don't be put down or disappointed if something's going slow. I don't know if this is in regards to connection, expectations you have of yourself, Leo. Your advice is to not be disappointed or give up, surrender if things are a little bit slow. Some of you might really also want to do something that you're not doing career-wise. You might want to have like your own business. You want to do something maybe that you really have a lot of passion for. Your advice is to actually focus on whatever it is you want to do instead of listening to other people and what they're telling you to do. All right. Your advice is to go your own way. Stops. Okay, somebody's spamming the comments. Let me just, okay, blocked it. Never mind. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you need to block some people, or you need to kind of, honestly, the first thing that really came to my mind was the word noise. So either you feel like there's a lot going on around you that you're not really having the time to focus on yourself, or there could be responsibilities you have. The Spirit's advice is for you to focus on yourself right now and what it is you want to do for your future, basically. We'll see more, though. Maybe there could be a controlling person around you. I don't know if this is like a mother figure. If not mother, it could be literally anyone. Or maybe this is like an inner voice of yours that keeps you kind of, you know, held back from where you need to be. I don't know. You expect too much of yourself. I can see that in your reading. You expect way too much. You kind of get in your own way, you know? Tell me more. Gazelle. You're holding yourself back. I don't know, Leo. You're holding yourself back from living the life you want to live. Some of you, I don't know if you're living your life for other people or there's other, again, commitments, responsibilities, but the advice is for you to make time for yourself, to push things to the side if you need to focus on yourself. Is the energy to do the things you want to do and not be a person pleaser. All right, is the energy. So we'll just get one more card and then we're going to clarify and then we're going to move forward, okay? But you can check out your Venus rising moon to find a reading that most resonates with you. You could also be recovering from something right now, Leo. Or there's the energy of you need to more focus on your diet, your own health. You might need to prioritize your health. Tell me more. Worthy, caretaker, simplicity. You've been really pleasing somebody, or you've been too focused on pleasing other people. You might even sometimes feel guilty when you can't take care of somebody or you can't meet their needs. So your advice is to, again, not expect too much of yourself. Can we clarify this? Is there any other messages for this? Stay away from somebody that also gives you headache, Leo. Some of you could be connecting with somebody that keeps making you doubt or makes you feel like you're not enough. I don't know if this is like a person, like a partner, love, like partner or something, but your advice is to make sure that somebody's sure about you, okay? Instead of having somebody that you don't know how they feel towards you. You need to have somebody by your side who's determined, who knows that they want you, who's not going to make you second guess yourself, compare yourself. So, I don't know, maybe you really need that reassuring person by your side that is going to be there for you to reassure you. But yeah, stop trying to like force a connection, some of you, especially if somebody, again, gives you headaches, if somebody tends to be a two-timer, not really knowing what they want. That's your message, basically. All right, so boundaries, something with boundaries, Leo. That was your reading. Because, yeah, you could definitely be a giver. Some of you could even have water in your chart or earth. But let's see for our dear Virgo. What is the energy? If that reading did resonate, do like and subscribe to my channel for more. And let's see for Virgo. These readings are straight to the point messages, okay? They're not super long. I'm not here forever. So just letting you know. You can also check out your moon, rising Venus, sun to find a reading that most resonates with you, Virgo. Some of you could be Leos watching this. In that case, it's totally fine. Virgo. Virgo. What advice do you need to hear right now? What's happening with you? How's everybody doing? Do we have any Virgos? Virgo, what's the advice for you? What do you need to hear, Virgo? Ooh, you're going through a shift. A lot of violet energy, a lot of intuition, clarity, peace of mind. You know deep down your heart where you're headed, and you just need to trust it. You're actually going through a big transformation, and you might not even know. Your advice is that you're soon going to be in a new maybe space. Maybe some of you are going to move. Maybe there's a new place. If not that, this is just speaking of a frequency shift that you're going through, which I will tap onto. But yeah, your advice is to stay strong. And I just heard buckle up. You might be scared of a particular transformation, okay? Or what is to come. Maybe some of you, this is in regards to the future, you're scared of the future. And the Spirit is saying everything's going to be fine. In fact, everything's going to turn out beautifully. And you don't have to worry. Especially if this is in regards to you starting something. If this is about a connection, business, children, having children. I don't know. There's something about you not needing to not worry about the future that's coming through for you. All right. Strong trust energy, trust, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Maybe doing something you've never done before. And being brave in that. Tell me about Virgo. Some of you, also in regards to connection, I feel like there's a connection that could be very healing towards you coming through. So there could be a person who's actually very good for you and helping you heal in regards to a situation. So yeah. Some of you could also be letting go of addictions or toxicity in regards to the situation. But I'm seeing you again healing. I'm seeing a lot of healing energy. And this transformation could also have to do with maybe you healing or you being into a new space. But a lot of healing energy. You letting go of the past. You healing. That's coming through for you here, Virgo, is the energy, okay? But some of you, yeah, this could be in regards to a commitment that's coming through. Maybe you're learning how to not self-sabotage, how to not maybe... let your fears win. Your fears might be very loud in your head, is something I'm seeing. Any clarifications for Virgo? Do we have, Spirit? Your advice is to also express yourself fully. Instead of letting your fears win, something with fears, okay? You need to stop feeding your fears, letting them decide things for you, Virgo, all right? And instead, you need to speak hope into yourself. Something with being brave and expressing yourself keeps coming through, and not letting something haunt you, or not letting, again, fears come in the way. Maybe this also has to do with some kind of a failure or something that you see as failure that you went through, or a situation that didn't turn out to be necessarily the most positive, okay? The Spirit is saying try again, basically, all right? And don't be afraid. So that's the advice for you, Virgo. Let's move forward to Libra. I'm going to have to take a short break, all right? But I'll be right back, and we'll see more about it, okay? So that was your reading. If it did resonate, do like, subscribe to my channel for more. And let's see for our dear Virgo. We're going to move forward. I'm going to be on a short break because I have to make a call, and I'll be right back, okay? All right. I'll be right back. All right, I'm here. Can everybody hear me? Libra. Libra. Does it sound good for everybody? All right, Libra. What's the message for you? What is the advice you need to hear? Libra, let's get this reading. Libra, what's the advice you need to hear right now? What does the Spirit want to tell you? That you're gorgeous. You could be going through a glow up soon, some of you. The Spirit is saying believe in yourself and believe that you can have a lot in your life, that you can achieve a lot. You could be really stepping into your power to see your true worth, see your true value. Libra is the energy that I'm sensing. The energy of respect. Maybe you're learning how to teach people how to respect you, have boundaries, say no. Okay, there's something here about that that's coming through for Libra. What's the advice that you need to hear? That you're enough. That you're enough on your own. Don't let anybody make you think that you're not as worthy. Some of you, I don't know if there's a person that kept you second guessing about your worth, or this could be also in regards to situations that you kept encountering. Spirit's advice is to not let anything doubt your vision about who you are and how much you're worth. You might need to look into the mirror a little bit more than usual. All right. Maybe you're also needing to work out, care for yourself. Maybe you've been very focused on somebody else, or you tend to kind of obsess. But strong energy, self-respect, and confidence in your reading, self-esteem. And knowing that you can do a lot, knowing that you can have more, knowing that there's always a way for you. There's always an option for you here, for a dear Libra. Any advice we have here for you? You got the cards that Virgo got. There's a new you being born here, and the Spirit is saying you're going to be the most confident, the most sassy. You're going to be the most out there, and again, confidence energy. There's also something about you that's going to be very unapologetic. At first I heard unforgiving, but unapologetic. Like you do things just for the sake of doing them without having to fear what other people are going to say. So a new you, a new you. Yep. Maybe you just got out of a connection or got out of a situation that was very like limiting you. And the Spirit is saying, hey, the show must go on. You know, by moving forward, you're only going to be better. You're only going to get better. So there's nothing to fear. Somebody could also have a baby face, okay, is the energy. Or there's something here about you, again, finding your beauty, maybe body positivity here as well. But the Spirit's saying there's always a way for you. There always will be a way for you. Maybe you're finding yourself back, you know. So that's the energy. So let's move forward to Scorpio. That was your reading. If it did resonate, do like, subscribe to my channel for more. And let's see for our dear Scorpio, what is the energy and what do you need to hear right now? Scorpio? What's the advice for you? What do you need to know? Hi, Amber, Michelle, Angel. Hi to all the members. How have you been? Scorpio, what is the advice for you and what do you need to hear? Wow, a lot of snake energy in your reading. Finally, a tough cycle is going to be over. And the advice is that you're strong enough to overcome whatever fear, obstacle there is in your way. Some of you, I don't know if you're going through, I just visualize mountains, which has to do with strength, hardships, overcoming something that's like big, strong, like a lot, like it feels like it's a lot for you, but you're actually stronger than it. So the advice from the spirit is you're stronger than something that is making you anxious. You're stronger than whatever it is that is making you feel like you can't overcome it. Very strong. Because snakes have usually a very strong backbone. So some of you, you might feel like you're very close to reptiles right now. Seeing them might help. But maybe some of you could be even, scared of reptiles. But that could also tell you that you might be scared of your own power in some kind of a way. You might have not necessarily tapped onto your true power. So yeah, you can overcome anything, the spirit is saying. And don't be afraid to, say what you gotta say or make a decision or be logical in regards to something. For Scorpio spirit, tell me more in regards to this energy. What's the advice? There's going to be definitely a person that's going to be very loving towards you soon. Some of you, this could be a person that's going to show you a lot of love, express themselves to you. Could be a water sign, fire. This person could care a lot about you is the energy. And the advice is for you to know that this is showing up as a form of good karma in your life, okay? And to accept it. But there's a person that could have a lot of feelings for you is the energy. And they're willing to show it to you is the energy, okay? Any other messages for a dear Scorpio we have? To not push people away, to hold people close, to embrace people, and know that everybody's going through something, Scorpio. So I don't know why this message is coming up, but some of you might have like some form of like quarrel with somebody that's going to resolve, but the spirit is asking for you to be forgiving towards a person and to be open to somebody. The bigger heart you have, the easier things get for you. Trust me, okay? So the message is for you to not maybe resent something, to have a big heart, to move forward. Because I see something beautiful here coming up for you. And you're all prepared for it. You're all prepared to receive it. So that's the advice. All right? Let's move forward to Sagittarius. That was your reading. Let's see if there's any other messages. If that reading there resonated, do like and subscribe to my channel for more. And let's see for Sagittarius. What is the energy? Sagittarius, what do you need to hear? The advice for you. What do you need to hear right now? Sagittarius, let's see. Some of you might need to find something that really grounds you, like a hobby or meditation, something that really grounds you. Tell me, in regards to Sagittarius, what is the advice and what is happening? Don't be afraid to go through glow-ups. I said the same thing to Leo, I think, or Cancer was it. Some of you, there's a message here in regards to a new chapter of your life that's beginning. And the Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to stand alone. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be sometimes feel lonely on your pathway because you're headed towards something way bigger. Something that could be very different than whoever that you dealt with or any other pathway that you dealt with came across. One of the messages for you is to also let go of people that talk bad, okay, or are fussy, nag, are negative. Could also be type of people that kind of like don't necessarily have a genuine energy, okay? And you could tell maybe through feelings that how they, act or whatever. The message for you is to yeah, stop trying to please everybody. Stop trying to be nice to everybody, because you can't have everybody love you or like you, So you might need to kind of focus more on your own pathway right now, or getting yourself ready for the next chapter. Tell me more in regards to the advice for Sagittarius. There's something about you wanting more. Like, don't be afraid to want more from somebody. Don't be afraid to ask for more, especially if you feel like a situation's not really moving. Don't be afraid to be the person to be like, hey, what's going on? Or what's happening, because some either you've been dealing with somebody who keeps dragging their feet or not very, like, fast to make decisions. The Spirit's advice for you is that you don't have to wait on anybody, all right? That you can just move forward and everything's going to fall into place for you. Maybe some of you could be scared of, like, you're never going to find something better, especially if this is in regards to connection. The Spirit is saying options are infinite for you, kind of similar to Libra's reading. So I don't know if you're coming across a new person or something beautiful is being given to you soon, but the Spirit is saying look forward and don't wait. Something here about the journey, and it's how it's important to not wait. It almost feels like you're a traveler of some sort, and travelers, they rest a little bit and then they keep moving forward towards their destination. Could be the same thing. It's like you're not quite there yet, maybe you feel. What's the advice for this? So you might also get a haircut soon. To have what it is you want. Honestly, some of you could have many options, or there's an energy if you don't know who to go with. You don't know who has the best, like, intention. The Spirit's advice is for you to kind of ask for whatever it is you want to ask, and whoever that's going to give it to you or put in the effort is going to be the one for you. So I don't know whether you have been having a hard time asking, or you've been just waiting around for somebody to offer you something, but it's time for you to kind of speak up. It feels to me like in regards to a situation, or be very straight up, assertive, all right, in regards to the things that you want. So that's your message. Let's move forward to Capricorn. If the reading did resonate, do like, subscribe to my channel, and let's see more. All right, for Capricorn, Spirit, what is the advice? What do you need to hear right now? What is happening for our dear Capricorn, Spirit? And what is the energy for you? What do you need to hear? For Capricorn. What is the advice? Any Capricorns do we have in the chat? Somebody could be moving, traveling soon. You could be going on vacation. You need a break. You need a breaky break. Feels to me like. Some of you could be actually needing to have a break, especially if you've been overworking yourself. The Spirit is saying take the time to treat yourself, to go somewhere, travel, book that trip maybe. There's also something about you not expecting too much of yourself, or you not comparing yourself with other people. I don't know if you're kind of looking at people on social media, or you tend to kind of compare yourself, but there's a message about everybody lives a different life and could be going through different things that you don't know of. So I don't know. There's something about don't trust the social media, or keep it more real maybe. I don't know why that message is very strong. Maybe you're kind of like asking yourself, how come I'm like this, or how come I'm not there yet? But the Spirit is saying there's a heavenly connection that's fated for you, or happy family maybe. Like I don't see you alone in your future. So any advice about this? Right. Commitment. Wow. Again, you have a commitment coming through towards you, a relationship, something that you might have been praying for, okay? Something that might have been in your prayers, and the Spirit is saying it's coming, it's on the way, but you need to kind of get yourself ready for it. So I don't know if you've been going through a depression or feeling like nothing's ever going to happen, but the Spirit is saying you got to have hope and have light in your heart that things are going to happen. Especially if you're ready to meet the one or meet the person of your life, you need to have that faith in you and get ready. So I don't know, maybe some of you are getting in shape, maybe you're focusing more on yourself, but the Spirit is saying we're not done over here. You know, don't think you're going to end up alone or that things are over for you. But yeah, there could be a connection here destined for you, and March could be significant, as well as Gemini season, Libra, Taurus, as well as coming through in Virgo, some of you. But I'm seeing a commitment for you coming together. Your advice is to be open to dating, some of you, or be open to kind of like exploring, going out. Maybe that's how you're going to meet somebody, or this is also speaking of you not isolating yourself or you not thinking that the world is ending in any kind of a way. So I don't know if you've been kind of going through depression or going through like feeling like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's not. You might want to check out Sagittarius reading where I was talking about how you are a traveler and sometimes you need to take a rest, right? So maybe you're that, you know, maybe you're kind of needing to rest right now to get ready to the next chapter that's on the way. But you're there, you're almost there. I can see it. And I'm seeing a connection destined for you psychically, for sure. I'm seeing it. It could be with somebody who has a certain faith or goes to church, or if not that, this is just somebody who's very loyal, devoted. So let's move forward to Aquarius. That was your reading. If there is any, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and let's see more for our dear Aquarius. What is the advice? And what do you need to hear for Aquarius Spirit? What is the advice and what is happening for you? What is the energy? Any Aquariuses do we have in the chat? What's the advice? You need to rest your mind. All right? You gotta slow down. What's going on? What's gone into you? Some of you worry too much. Your advice is to stop nitpicking on yourself, fingering your mind, honestly. It feels to me like some of you keep like overthinking, you're worried about the outcome of something. Something's going to be definitely coming to light for you soon. And it could have to do with a case, could have to do with something being finalized. Maybe this has to do with a connection. You need to stop worrying and trust that everything will happen on its own. And again, the outcome is wonderful and beautiful, the Spirit is saying. So do we have any other messages about this? You're about to, again, have a very beautiful outcome, especially if you've been worried about this outcome. The outcome is going to be positive. Another message I see here is that you're going to be receiving a letter or some kind of a confirmation or a yes answer that you've been waiting for. Like a yes, like a green light, okay? That's going to help you move forward. Don't stress. That's the advice. Stop worrying. Another thing I wanted to say is some of you might need to channel your energy towards a particular hobby, especially if you have a talent. Like if you're good at singing, if you're good at talking, teaching, there's something you're very good at, and the Spirit is saying, go ahead and do this. And take the necessary steps and stop kind of roaming around or beating around the bush about this. What's the advice? If you've been wondering about whether to move or not, you're going to move. You're going to move to somewhere way more comfortable and somewhere that's with more sunlight, with more nature. So some of you have been thinking about moving, going overseas. That will happen. You can also get close with somebody. So I don't know if you're going to move in with them or you're going to just be very close, live close, but I see that happening for you. You're going to get a message that's going to make you happy. And I don't know how long it's been taking, but it's coming. It's coming through. And it could be from now until April that you're receiving this message. But you got to stop worrying. You got to start thinking that everything is going well according to plan for you. Okay? Aquarius, so that's your message. You can also check out your Venus, Rising, Moon, Sun to find a reading that most resonates with you. And let's get to Pisces, our last sign. Last but not least, the advice. Pisces. Do you all like this topic or no? The advice you need to hear? I think it's needed. I felt really guided to do it, so I did it. Pisces, the advice you need to hear right now. What's happening? What is all this darkness in your reading, you guys? Are you even giving yourself the time and space to relax or what? What's going on with you? What's all this overthinking? All this dark energy following you around? It almost feels like a dark cloud that's like haunting you. I don't know what this is. Some of you, your advice is to live your life without guilt. Live your life knowing that you're not in charge to fix everything, okay, to be the one that does everything. So I don't know if you were kind of like feeling as if things are not really into place right now. You're not letting yourself live, and it could be in regards to a situation, could be in regards to you feeling like you haven't done enough, or you having a hard time letting something go. And the Spirit is saying, everything's fine, relax. What is going on? If something's out of control, then it's out of control. If you feel like you've done your best and you're doing your best, then why are you so much in your head? Some of you, music could also be very helpful for you. Doing artwork could be very good for you, or this is also speaking of you, artwork energy. Something could bring a lot of hope for you. It could be tarot, it could be spirituality. Something here brings comfort to you, and you might need to kind of find your safe space here, baby, you know? So I don't know if you're going through something, but the Spirit is saying it's going to get easy. It's going to get better. It's going to get brighter, okay, is the energy. So I don't know if something has been haunting you or you've been having bad thoughts, but you could even be on medication, or some of you might need to kind of like make sure you're sleeping well. But yeah, I don't know why all of this darkness is here. Tell me more in regards to Pisces. You worry way too much. That's the problem. I think some of you, you need to let your energy lead from a sense of, and I know you're going to say, oh my God, Sabbath is easier said than done. I know it, but I'm going to say the same thing I told Virgo. Some of you might let your fears get through to you, you know? So there's a message here in regards to you finding yourself, you finding yourself in your pathway, who you are in this world. So some of you, either you're having like going through an existential crisis or you have gone through it, but there's a message here about you finding yourself in this world. You having something to hold on to, you having your safe space to go to when you feel like things are not really in place. So I don't know what this is. Maybe things are not really looking good in terms of love or whatever the case is. The Spirit is saying everything's going to be changing soon, but you need to find what brings comfort to you. And it could be a hobby, it could be a passion, it could be attention, it could be fame. Something here brings a lot of comfort to you, and the Spirit is saying that could be the way, okay, for you. So You could even be far from home right now, or there could be a lot of longing for a place, missing someone. That could be a possibility. And the Spirit is saying things are going to go well. You're going to see them. You're going to talk to them. Okay, that's your confirmation. Could be 2 to 3 weeks or months from now. But you got to stop worrying. Maybe you have even some plans, I don't know, to talk to somebody or see them. But the message is everything's going to be fine. There's just a strong need for grounding yourself that's coming through in your reading, Pisces, okay? So you might need to really ground yourself in regards to the future and where you'll be. And another thing is, I was just talking about this. Since you're a water sign, you tend to be very sensitive, right? Overly sensitive. And sometimes it can be a blessing and a curse. So you need to kind of find that outlet for you, you know, when you feel emotional. Maybe it could be working out. It could be a business. I don't know. But the message is for you to kind of be able to ground yourself. I just heard, who do I turn to? Yeah, again, maybe you turn to yourself when things are wrong, when something's happening. And the Spirit is saying there are people out there that look out for you, or you might need to actually even talk to somebody. But yeah, don't be alone. Because with the Swan being there, some of you, you're very monogamous maybe, or you're very loyal. You're finding the right partner. Maybe you're very close to your partner if you're in a relationship with them. And the Spirit is saying, be open. Don't tend to isolate yourself, and be very communicative with your partner and tell them in regards to how you feel, because your emotions are meant to be communicated, you know? So don't be afraid. Don't feel hesitant to kind of talk about your emotions with somebody or express them, is what the Spirit is saying. Especially if you're close with them, okay, is the energy. So I don't know if you hide your feelings because you're kind of feeling as if somebody's judgmental or wouldn't be open, would be maybe rejecting you. But the Spirit is like, if they're really meant for you, they're going to listen to you. They're going to be there and reassure you, okay? So that's the message. So, woof, that was heavy. My God. Are you serious? That was your reading. I'm ending this on 404, you guys. Thank you all for being here with me. I'm going to get to my personal readings now. If you want to book for a personal reading, you definitely can write to me to my email, which is in the description box below, sabbathtarot@gmail.com. Thank you all so, so much for being here. Thank you, Elisa, for helping me. All the members, Rochelle, Angel. I did see some of you being here. Dee Dee, I saw Michelle. Amber, hi. I'm going to see Amber today, I think. I have a personal reading with Amber. And yeah, you can also become a member to have access to personalized readings. All the links are down in the description box. I'm sending you so much love, healing energy. This candle hasn't gone out fully. I don't know if you can see it. Thank you, Letty. How are you? How have you been? I will definitely respond to my emails soon and get to all of you. Psychic session is tomorrow for all the members, so I already posted it, scheduled it, so don't miss it. If you, in case you miss it for the members, you can write to me to my email, okay? And we can take it from there. So sending my kiss. Happy holidays, my warm embrace and my love and light. Again, my name is Sabbath from Sabbath Tarot, and I'll connect with you all soon, ending this 200. So love you all. Take good care. Bye, honey.